review slash how I feel. And yeah, I've been reading this fanfic for like a year. No, exactly a year. I think I started November 2010 reading the Red Line, and I just kind of drift away from it because I will read other fics and then I will like favor a fic over another. I happen to do that, and sometimes I won't even read fanfiction for weeks. So yeah, I'm finally done reading the Red Line. What else can I say about it? So yeah, the Red Line, this is in PDF format, and I put like my notes and stuff in there. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because I don't want to like, it's hard to review something when you're trying not to give away the plot, but you're trying to review it and try to help people, like, you know, if you want to know about the Red Line and you want to know a little bit about it but you don't want to be told the whole story. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'll try. So it was a really nice story overall. There were some really, you know, graphic moments that were just like, am I really reading what I'm reading? But yeah, it's really good. Like, what can I say before I go into detail? Because at some point I'm going to tell you spoilers, so you don't have to watch the rest of the video. But yeah, it's good writing. It's by WinndSinger. I forgot to even tell you the author. It's still up on fanfiction.net. Yeah. So when I started reading this, I was also reading, no, actually the reason why I was reading it and I like strayed away from it because I was reading it like November 2010, October maybe, and then I was during school, so I kind of like, you know, be on my fanfiction addiction while in school and, you know, papers and stuff like that. But yeah, I was reading around October. Then I heard about Emancipation Proclamation in December, so I was like, kind of put the Red Line aside, and I was reading Emancipation Proclamation, which I finished, which I'm also going to have to do a review on, because I've been dying to do a review on that. But it's just so much chapters, it's so much, you can't like really, but you know, I'll try. I will try. I don't understand why people don't have like fanfiction reviews, like, I don't know. I can't find any, but if you can find any, please like put it as a response, a video response in my video, because I would like to watch other people's opinions on fanfiction. But yeah, I can't find any. Yeah, so I was reading Emancipation Proclamation and I was like kind of like reading that throughout. Then I read Reverie, and then I came back to the Red Line. Yeah, so that's why it took me such a long time to finish this fic. So let me just start off with chapter 1. Basically, it's called Find a Vampire. So when you start off reading this fic, you're like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, it's so interesting. The beginning chapters just like bring you in, because from every fanfic I read, the best points of the fic is the initial reaction, the initial setup. What is the scenario of Edward and Bella meeting up? You know, like knowing like the initial meeting of the two characters. That's what I look forward that's what I look forward to in a fic. And yeah, this was really interesting. I'm trying not to give it away. It's so hard. But yeah. It goes like at one point it goes like, it's really emotional. Like sometimes I like cry because of what was going on, and then I will laugh because it has really good humor in it. And then I like the ending. The ending was really sweet. The ending scene, may I say, I cried. It was so like, it was like pages, like scenes right out of a movie. It was like a movie in my head at the ending. It was so nice. And yeah, so let me just move on to details because it's really hard to be vague and try to explain how much I love this story. So now it's gonna be spoilers. Okay, so let me go into detail now. So basically in the beginning, Bella, who is a psychiatrist, no sorry, not a psychiatrist, she's a student at NYU who majors in psychiatry, psych, and she needs someone to study and like, you know, write a paper on. So then she goes to this club called Fire, which is like like a women's club. It's for like male strippers there or whatever. And she meets Edward, and she basically says that she wants to buy him. I think she bought him for like what? Like I forgot how much. $20,000. It was her inheritance from her grandmother, I think. And yeah, she said to buy Edward, and then Edward was like, you know, he wasn't taking her seriously. Like she really wants to study me, because you know all he was used. All his life he was just used, you know, for sexual purposes, and just like mistreated for the past years that he was with Victoria. Victoria's the owner of Fire, and she's just evil. She's evil, and oh my god, don't even get me started in how she totally gets what's coming to her. But anyway, also I totally forgot to tell you. Duh. Okay, so how I got into reading the Red Line. Like, how did I forget to say that in the beginning? Okay, so how I came to reading the Red Line was that I saw this trailer by I Am Bill, and I think her page is like taken down, but she has a new channel, and I think it's just Bill 1 and some other channel. But I will link them below in the bottom for you to see. Yes, so I watched the trailer. The trailer is so freaking awesome. Let me see if I can pull this up. It is so cool. Like I saw it, I was like, because I'm very for angst fics. Like I absolutely love angsty fics. What is this? They intrigue me. It's like I love the drama and the emotional stuff. Trying to find the Red Line trailer, which is kind of hard. Like, haha, I see my own video. How come I can't find it? That is crazy. But anyway, so I don't like using YouTube app. But yeah, the song in it really was drawn to me. I absolutely liked the song, and it was like kind of emotional. It made me want to know more. The trailer really made me want to like know what the story is about. Like, and the monologue throughout the video is like him explaining kind of what he feels. And oh my god, it was such a well done trailer that I love Bill. Like I totally respect her work. She's amazing. She's the reason why I like kind of like pick up most of the fics. I have like a freaking big huge file full of PDFs to read. But yeah, she's amazing at making trailers, and I'll put that in the link as well. You should totally check that out. It's an awesome trailer. It really gave you some kind of sorrow, but it was really intense. Very interesting, and that's what I was like, I must read this. I must know what this is about. So yeah, thanks Bill for like telling me about this trailer, because this fic, because I probably wouldn't have ever heard of it. But yeah, that's how I got to it. So Bella buys Edward, and then she lives with her, and basically he's like, you can't just study me, I have to do something for this money, you know. So he basically, you know, they knock boots. They're like, he's teaching her how to awaken her sensual side, just like basically, yeah. That's how I could explain it. And it's a lot of lemons. There's a lot of lemons in this fic, and it's pretty good. It's well written. Then later on we get into Edward's head, and then we realize his really bad backstory. His backstory is so sad that he lost his wife in a fire, and his daughter is like burnt from the fire. So basically he's trying to get her surgery, like pay for her surgery. So that's why and also I didn't mention his asshole parents. So his parents are like freaking delusional, and like I don't know what's wrong with them, because that's just really sad how you can like distance away yourself from your child because of drugs. I don't know. It was just really sad. I couldn't take that explanation. I knew anything that WinndSinger would write for the explanation why his parents are just like horrible parents was not gonna fly with me. So when I wrote read the real explanation. When I first read the fake explanation, because I guess I kind of don't read I don't always read the author notes. So when I was reading it, I was like, what the hell, vampires? I was like, I hope this fic did not just turn into a fantasy fic, because I like human fics. And yeah, so then I realized it wasn't a real chapter. It was just a what if scenario. So when I read the real information and the real situation, the real reason why his parents like neglected him and didn't help his daughter when they were all in need was because it was so messed up, yo. Like when I read that the father like was Edward's wife first, I was like, what? Did you guys just really write this? I was like, holy crap, that's just kind of like messed up. That is just so messed up. That is just so messed up. And that's why he like told Tanya, like they were like weren't accepting Tanya. And that's just wow. I was like, that's a real twist there, buddy. Okay, yeah, so that's the reason why they didn't accept Tanya. And also, what else? The other reason was because both parents were addicted to drugs or something like that. It was just really crazy. But, that's just insane. Joseph and Catherine, yeah, they were basically his real kind of parents that like, they were the housekeepers of the house, because the family is wealthy, I forgot to mention that. The father is wealthy, so he exiled him. It was like, if you don't leave Tanya, we're gonna like exile you from the family and stuff like that. And that's what they did to him, and he said he would not leave, Tanya, and then that's how he went off on his own to live his life with Tanya, and then they had Katie, which is his daughter. And then I'm trying to like recall all this because it has been a year reading this. I'm trying to get in depth with it because there's so many scenarios. It's hard to like explain this in chronological order. So yeah. So basically, Edward and Bella get close. They fall in love, and then they're trying to figure out how to get. Oh, I didn't even explain who Raven was. Okay, Raven is like the evil psycho. Like she's a dominatrix, and she's like really like demented, and Victoria, they both are demented women, and they basically inflict pain. Edward's a pain slave, so that's what they like basically. Yeah, they put him through so much pain. Like I can't even like Jesus. They like strap him and then like whip him. It's like I'm sorry, I can't even explain it to you. You have to read it because it's just really sad. It's really sad. And yeah. So when they had to get away, then Bella was trying. Now Bella's like, you have to like save him out of the situation. And Edward is just so broken. In the beginning, he was just so really broken. It's like, this is my life. Accepted as this. Like less than a person. Like it was really sad to read. And he was like, I can't do anything about it. Victoria will kill my daughter, and Victoria always like used his daughter as a leverage to keep Edward. And yeah, and she was one paying for not Tanya, Katie's surgeries. So that's how they kind of kept him and all that stuff. Basically, in the end, absolutely loved it because they found their way to each other. It was so sweet how they ended it. Because okay, let me just explain. Okay, later on, so then they came up with this plan, and then Charlie used this plan as well. Oh, it was so sad. When Charlie lost his leg, I was like, that is just so sad. And but then Charlie was like pissing me off later, like not trying to like join the witness protection program because he has too much pride, and he doesn't accept Edward because of what Edward was. Okay, sorry, I forgot where I was because somebody called me. But yes, okay, so where was I up to? he wasn't a human being, and that was just really sad. And then Bella may help him find his way back to his humanity. And that's like a line out of Twilight. He found his way back to his humanity and self-respect for himself, and it was really cool how they, like, you know, they said at Twilight, when they saw Twilight, that's when they had like an epiphany, and that's how he turned his, you know, his mentality all around and said he wants to do something for himself. He wants to save himself. He can't just sit around and just like wait the chips to fall where they're made, you know. So then he started to fight back, and basically they came up with a plan to, like, they, you know, free himself. And so basically Edward had like a clock. So basically, okay, let's see, so much stuff I have to tell you. Okay, so when Edward first came to see Victoria then tried to break him down and like put him in slave mode, and then he was really resistant towards her at the beginning. Then when she brought in this kid who happens to be Jasper's brother that went missing. That's why Jasper was, you know, works there. Jasper works there as well with Emmett, and they both are male strippers along with Edward, but they don't have it as bad as Edward. But because he does like some other demented crap for Victoria. Then after that, yeah, so the kid that she brought in, she basically chopped this kid up. Yeah, chopped this kid up and basically ate his fingers, and Edward just had to stare at, like, she told Edward to watch during the whole time while he was in a cage. Like, he had to watch this demented crap that she was doing, and she basically killed him. She told Edward to, she forced Edward to lick the blood off the floor. She was just a sicko. But yeah, she told him to clean it up, and then Edward cleaned it up and kept one bloody rag. So yeah, that with that bloody rag, that's what they were gonna use to get Victoria to throw her ass in jail forever. So when they decided, after the 2 weeks were up with Bella, he had to go back to Victoria. And then when he went back in there, he had in mindset that he was gonna get a punishment as well, because, oh my god, so much, he has to sell this in a chronological order because there's so much stuff inside of the reason of why things are happening. So, Edward, wait, not Edward. So, yeah, when the 2 weeks are up, he had to go back to Victoria and get punished because, Bella, he basically defended Bella to Victoria, and basically Victoria didn't like that because Victoria's like to chop it all up in, like, you know, a phrase, a crazy bitch. She is. So she's crazy. She's like mentally insane. So yeah, she hated that. And then when he came back, when Edward came back, it was so freaking sad because I freaking cried. And thank goodness WinndSinger did not write this in detail, because I would have, like, I don't know, I would have read it, because it's not any fic that could ever make me put the fic away because something disturbing is happening, because I don't know, it doesn't, I want to know what happens, but then I cringe, but I continue reading. But basically, Edward was really afraid of getting, you know, raped by another man. So basically, that's what happened. And she brought in Sir Kevin, and Sir Kevin is like, you know, a male dominant. And yeah, basically he had covered Edward chewed up and had his way with him. And they didn't put it in detail, thank goodness. And it was just really, really sad. It was really sad because at the time, like, he had a plan to go there, you know, get the bloody rag, get out. But then the punishment that he feared the most happened to him, and it was like really sad. I was really mad. I was like, no, this can't happen. And it happened, and yeah, it was really sad. He had to have punishment for Victoria. down. And Charlie was also in the play of all of this. So basically, in the end, as I should say, because I'm not going to go totally in detail, it's just too much. This video is going to go on and on forever. So to just sum it up, basically, Charlie lost his leg because he fell off the balcony onto the bottom level and like broke his like, you know, leg, and he was profusely bleeding, I think. So in the hospital they chopped off his leg. There was a shootout. Victoria got then when everything was coming all down to fruition and saying, you know, the cops are coming, sirens are coming, Victoria was like, you know, I would not leave, they would not lock me up again. And then she said I would kill myself. So she had the gun to Edward, and she was gonna kill Edward to take him with him. She said, if I can, you know, she was like, this is the only way we could be together. And then she like basically, you know, crazy. She was gonna shoot Edward and then shoot herself, and that was it. Then, before she gave me a chance to shoot Edward, Charlie shot, while he was like basically down on the floor, like freaking dismantled. She shot him in the leg. She shot Victoria in the back of her leg, and then she fell, and then, you know, the witch goes down, and yeah, that's how it went. And then basically she was like, no matter where you go, I'll find you, Edward Cullen, and I'll kill your daughter, blah blah. And just saying all this demented stuff. And then everybody couldn't like get the courage to like just kill her, even though she's like a parasite, like a freaking cockroach. Like she's like no, I don't know. So basically Bella like threw the candle. Wait, basically, sorry. When Jasper basically, you know, when Victoria was like, Emmett, how can you be so much against me? And then Jasper was like, don't forget about Emmett. How could you? And then she was all confused. And he like basically told her that you killed my brother. And I was like, oh crap, you killed his brother. Cole killed his brother. So then, he basically, when she was down and like on the floor from that gunshot, he basically doused her with Vaseline to just burn her alive. But you know, no one could really flick the match and like kill her. So Bella was like, you know what, I would do it because like, you know, I would do it for him because she is a threat. Like if she got out, you know, they were like, oh, she has the money, she could get out, da da da. And then it was like debating what to do. And then Bella was like, you know, she wouldn't lose sleep over this. And then she flicked the match and like burned her alive. And I was like, she deserved it. I couldn't debate with that. She is an evil witch, and there's like no remorse in me on that department. They did what they had to do. They did what they had to do. Basically, that's how Victoria died, and they went on with their life. But at the end, it was the issue of Charlie not going to witness protection, and then Bella couldn't choose between her and her father, especially when her father lost his leg, and he would like need, you know, her and da da da. So they were just torn in between. It was such a great scene, like that scene from the hospital as the marshals just rushed in. It was like, we're running out of time because the car exploded because they were already retaliating back. So Ben and Angela, I want to say. I'm sorry if I forgot the names. But basically that's Tanya's parents, and they were taking care of Katie this whole time that he was away in New York doing stuff to take care of his daughter. But yeah, so they was like, oh, their car blew up and that they have to go now, you have to go now. So then I was like, you have to make a decision now, like if you have to go or no, or stay with your dad, da da da. So it was just such a great scene. I can't go into detail, it's just too much. But it was emotional, and I'm gonna choke it up. I was like, no, she left. But anyway, it was like, basically, I was like, no, he left, and she was all crushed and like so sad. And then Charlie came around, and then she was like, he basically gave her a blessing to go. And I like the whole Disney element they put into the ending of the story. let her go to be happy, even though I will miss you. And then she ran to Edward. She dashed out of the hospital. It was just like, I'm sorry, it was just a movie, like right in my head. I could totally see this as a movie. They should make the Red Line movies. They should. Just like so many other fics, like they should make them a movie. They make them into books. Like, they should make them into movies as well. And TV shows. HBO TV shows. Don't even get me started on that. So then, basically, she ran to Edward, you know, and they basically went, they are together now, and they live in Wyoming, and they are happily ever after. But, yeah, that's it. It was a great fic. Absolutely loved it. There's a sequel called Coloring Outside the Lines, and I don't think I'm going to read that right away. I'm like reading something else. But yeah, it was a great fic. Happy with it. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you can take the graphic moments in there, they're really. But then she gives you warnings in front of the chapter, so you know. A great fic. I absolutely loved it. You should totally go check out that trailer because it was like a great depiction of, you know, the story. And yeah, absolutely liked it. That's all I can say. I gotta go because my mom's been calling me this whole time. Like, I can't even do a video in this house. Okay, I have to do other videos now and go through, see what my mom wants. I hope you guys like this review. Thumbs up, like it if you like it. Comment how you felt about the Red Line because I would love to know. Like, I would love to know people's opinions on fics that I read as well. I love the Facebook groups. The Facebook groups are awesome.